In 1993, the NFL announced that Charlotte would receive an NFL franchise. Bank of America Stadium, although not called that at the time, was completed for the start of the 1996 season. He'll down it in the end zone. The Bears will begin this drive at the 20-yard line. All kinds of pressure. He gets popped as he throws. Short gain on that completion. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Passes to his left.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
The pass is away. Tackle was made by Stone.
Receivers who can make plays like that on 3rd down tend to have nice, long careers.
Slayton off the right side.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
They give it to the tailback. The stop was made by Vernon Golston. Slayton gets about a yard on the play. Delivers to the halfback on the screen.
I always think it's kind of funny to watch those defensive linemen when the screen pass sails over their head and they turn and they look and they know they've just been had.
He can't bring him down.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Here's the throw. He does a good job to hang on to the ball.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4-3-4. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
Watkins gets the call. Watkins picks up 5 yards with the carry. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. Throws it out. Still perfect on the drive. Morgan has now caught 50 passes on the season. They give it to the tailback. He gets out to about the 6-yard line before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Hey, watch the
Short throw to the left. Duncan gets his hand on it. Duncan had the coverage on the play. He throws right. Touchdown, Bears. The Bears get on the board first.
Trent Edwards got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
Chicago is up a touchdown. Brought down at the 27-yard line.
Let's see what they do with the play calling here. The last thing you can afford to have happen right now after that big drive is to go 3 and out.
Let's go, let's go.
Rolls right.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
They go with the run, and he's hammered in the backfield.
Wow, did you see the hit on that play? That's one of those you kind of stagger back to the huddle and you talk to the quarterback and you say, how about a pass on this one?
Throws just as the pressure gets there.
The Bears were flying to the ball on that series. There's no way they were going to let them get a first down.
The Bears have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. It'll go out at the 47-yard line.
The Bears looked very strong that last offensive possession. They capped it off with a touchdown. Those are exactly the types of drives coaches love to see unless you're on the defensive side.
Laws makes the tackle. Gain of 9.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Gives it off. The stop was made by Stone. 1st and 10. Slayton again.
I'm a lot of things, but don't let it. Let's rock and roll. That's right, dog. There we go now.
Short pass. Tackle is made by Matthias Kiwanuka. Steve Slayton makes his 3rd grab. Slayton takes it up the middle.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
No good. The Panthers will set up shop at the 35.
Let's go, baby.
Fletcher was there to bring him down. Stewart gains about 4 yards on the play. Gets the pass off. And it's tipped and caught.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
He throws left. There for the reception. Tucker makes the tackle.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp. Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Throws it. He makes another catch. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Crawford was there on the tackle. Stewart gets 3 yards on the play. After 1 quarter of play, the score is the Bears 7, the Panthers nothing. Goal line only a dozen yards away now. Plenty of room in the pocket. Passes it. He's there for the catch. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement.
Let's do this. It was up.
Yes, he got there.
Nice job offensively that time. They knew exactly what they needed for the first down. Nothing fancy. They just convert.
dropped behind the line.
The Panthers are simply getting stuffed on nearly every rushing attempt. They need to get a spark somehow because this just does not bode well for them.
And the pass is knocked away.
Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
He rolls right. Throws it short. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
I had my doubts about that kid.
Yeah, he just squeezed that one in there, didn't he? I'm sure he's going to be exhaling for about the next 30 seconds.
Hit and dropped at the 24-yard line. 1st down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. They go with the run. He fights forward to about the 26 before he's wrestled to the ground. Here's the pass. Smith makes the tackle.
His receiver was really pretty well covered that time, but a good throw got the job done.
Gets the pass away. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take just 3 plays to go from their own 25, and they end it with a touchdown on the board.
Trent Edwards got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
From his own goal line. Still on his feet.
The Panthers offense has to be a little disappointed with how that last drive ended, to move the ball that effectively and only come away with 3 points.
They hand it off. They just can't tackle him.
The Panthers are not doing a good job at all on the ground so far. They need to somehow get that turned around, because if you can't run it, boy, it is tough to throw the football.
McKelvin knocks it down. Leotis McKelvin was defending on the play. Flips it out short. Turner is there to bring him down.
The Bears came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
He fields it at the 17. Takes it out to the 32.
The Bears offensively looking pretty strong right now, and they've got the look of a team who may be going in for the kill here. Too early to entirely put it away, but a touchdown would certainly be tough to overcome.
Hit on the pass.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Tosses it out. Thomas was there on the tackle.
That's a pretty play, isn't it? Anytime you get that pitch to the outside, the running back catches it in stride. He finds a nice hole, pick up the first down. Always like watching that play.
They are not ready for us.
They hand it off.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Hands it to the back. And he's drilled at the 36-yard line. Slayton gains 7 yards on that play. Gets the pass away. Thomas makes the tackle.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
Gives it off. The stop was made by Laws. Watkins gains about 4 yards on the play. Short throw to the right. And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. Throws it. Is there for the catch.
The Bears are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
And he will lose yardage on the play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Tries for the end zone. Allen with the grab, but there's been no signal. Did he make the catch? This will not be a touchdown.
Right here.
Passes to the end zone. Thomas picks it off.
Prime time, baby.
And you just have to be smarter than that. You're in a good position on the field. You have an opportunity to come away with points, and you just can't simply give it back to the other team.
Stewart gets the ball. Tackle is made by Fletcher.
The Panthers have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
They hand it off again. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. He hasn't had a good first half at all. Just can't seem to get through this defense.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Throws it short. Stewart looked like he had it, but couldn't hang on. We're probably looking at a punting situation right here. Leotis McKelvin awaiting the return. He fields the punt at the 20. He gets out to the 28-yard line. The Bears come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Delayed handoff. McCray is there to bring him down.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Edwards hands off to the left. A 5-yard gain, and so it'll be third down. He gets another carry.
Well, the real gain on that play was on the clock, because not only did they pick up the first down, but that clock keeps ticking.
Handoff on the draw. He's dropped at the 41-yard line by Thomas. Second down and 9 to go. Chicago calls a timeout, and that was their first timeout. They hand it off again. He took a shot at the 43. Slayton gets 3 yards on the carry.
Not very often in a game does a defender get a clean shot like that on a running back. Typically, the running back didn't see it coming to take that kind of a shot. Nothing fires up a defense more than a play like that. A third down stop against the run, man-on-man football. The defense got it done.
The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback.
It's only a two-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
It's the tailback. He gets out to about the 22-yard line before he's gang tackled. We'll take you to the studio now for
All right, Tom,
halftime.
thanks. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the first half. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game. Taking a look at the stats from your game now, Chicago racked up over 250 yards in the first half. Morgan has over 100 yards receiving. Chicago is on top, 14-3.
Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium. Hit and dropped at the 19. They line up at the 19. Feeds it to the back.
The Panthers haven't had too many runs that have netted decent yardage up until that one, but sometimes if you just stick with it in the second half, things start to break.
Stewart gets the call. He's starting to show some frustration after another short gain. This defense has really made it tough going. He throws right. It's incomplete. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a first down on that series.
Yeah, they just kind of looked out of sync from the very beginning there, and I thought first down really set the tone for that entire series.
McKelvin takes it at the 25. He makes it out to the 34-yard line. Slayton takes the give. That's 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. Again, he'll get the call. Smith is there on the tackle. They get 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up third down. Going with a run, he takes a wicked shot. The defense was ready on that series, and they had all the answers for what the offense tried to do.
And that's a humbling experience for any offense. When you go out there and have those 3-and-out series, you just go back to the sideline a little embarrassed, and the defense, they're upset. The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
Got it off barely. The tackle was made by Turner.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Gets the ball away. McKelvin has it. And he's hammered at the 45.
You know, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
Just gets that one away. Brown is there on the tackle.
The Panthers suffered a major lapse in coverage that time. Trent Edwards is not going to let an opportunity like that one slip through his fingers. He saw what they were doing and took full advantage.
passes it out. He catches another. They make the stop, but the Bears will have a 1st and goal.
The Bears are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
The halfback with the carry. Touchdown Bears. The Chicago Bears go 55 yards in 4 plays.
When a ball carrier has that kind of superb vision, he can really make a defense pay. An offensive lineman loves playing with a back like that because if there is a hole, he's going to find it.
This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. They'll take over at the 20. It's 1st and 10. Won't be stopped. At the 40. And he's finally dropped at the 33-yard line. Fresh set of downs following the big run. Palmer hands off. The stop was made by Hainsworth. They pick up a good 6 yards there. That brings up 2nd down. Gets the pass out, and the pass falls incomplete.
Carson Palmer is one of the most accurate passers in the NFL, so when he slings one out of reach like that, you go, what the heck just happened?
Pass is complete. He's still going.
When you get a halfback that gets in the open field with that kind of space, it is just so difficult to try and stop the screen. The offensive line got out in front. That was nice.
Pitch out. And he makes it out to about the 14-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. They give it to the tailback. Calhoun gains about 5 yards on the run. Less than 10 yards away from a score now. Goes for the end zone. And it's knocked loose. Leotis McKelvin had the coverage on the play. And it's good. Here's your Sprint drive summary. So after that kick, the score is now the Carolina Panthers 6, the Chicago Bears 21. He'll down it in the end zone.
The Bears have been rolling so far, and now they can really start to take control of this one with another touchdown.
Gives to the back.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle. Well, you can't just stare down one receiver on a play like that. The defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
We have our first penalty of the game. And that flag was thrown in the area of holding.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
So it's 4th down. The Bears are lining up to punt this one away. He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
The Panthers were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
They hand it off. Fletcher is there on the tackle. They pick up 2 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Stewart on the run. Tackled at the 47-yard line by Hainsworth. 2-yard pickup, and that makes it 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. Here we go.
Moves to his right. So we'll probably see the punt team now after that incompletion as the offense goes 3 and out.
There's nothing more frustrating for an offense to come in and go 3 and out. That's just embarrassing.
So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They give it to the tailback. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Let's get that swagger.
Edwards hands off. Iwanuka was there to bring him down. Slayton comes away with 2 yards on the carry. They're going to pitch it.
Yeah, really the perfect call for that situation. You pitch it out, pick up a block or two, just get what you need for the first down. That time they executed it perfectly.
He throws left.
Very clean game played so far. No penalties, and we're now in the second half.
Hit as he passes.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Setting up a screen. The tailback has it. He's down the sideline. Gets a few extra yards before finally being tackled at the 30. The big gain through the air sets the offense up with another 1st and 10. So, at the end of 3, our score is the Bears 21, the Panthers 6. The Bears can really take control of the game on this drive as they start the 4th quarter in field goal range. Passes. Comes down with it. It'll be 1st and goal.
The Bears are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
Passes the ball. Fred Edwards has had a fantastic year. He now has 35 touchdown passes. Up and good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. At the 30. Hit and dropped at the 36-yard line. He got a really nice return on that one.
Amazing job. The return team really set up the blocks beautifully and gave him lots of room to run.
This is
Palmer hands it off. Gains his way to midfield. McKelvin makes the tackle. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 50. They'll give it off here. I expected to see them pass it here.
Well, I understand you don't want to get completely one-dimensional, but at some point you have to crank it up and try and make some plays, and I think that time has passed.
The pass is away. Smith, interception. He breaks the tackle, and that will make his 2nd of the game.
And I know what he's thinking out there. He's trying to push the ball down the field, but you can't do that. You just have to read the coverage. If it's not there, check it down, be patient.
Hit as he let go of the ball. The stop was made by Golston. Steve Slayton makes it 5 catches for the game. Throws it short. Tackle was made by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Edwards has made some great throws in this one, finding plenty of holes in the secondary on his way to over 300 yards. Here's the throw. Leaping catch. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie was there on the tackle.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
On the ground with a tailback. Golston makes the tackle. Slayton picks up 2 yards with the carry. He'll get it again. He gets out to about the 42-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Makes the catch.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
He throws short. The stop was made by Smith. Watkins makes his 3rd grab. Throws it out. He hasn't missed a pass on this drive. Duncan makes the tackle. Roddy White is able to make his 4th reception. First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. Tosses it out. Crosses the plane. Well, we'll wait to see. After discussing it, they rule no touchdown.
Great pressure that time to force that off-target throw. You know when you're bringing pressure, you're going to leave somebody open down the field. You just have to hope you get there before that quarterback finds it.
Dumps it out left. Has 6 points. Oh, hold on a second. They give him the score. Trent Edwards gets TD pass number 4 of the game. Extra point is good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. The Panthers will start this drive at the 24-yard line. Gets the pass off. Across midfield. Clayton is there on the tackle. With that last grab, that gives him a total of 60 catches.
60 catches is a nice milestone. You have a receiver who clearly understands what this offense is about. Yes, he has the ability to go deep, but he also just keeps moving the chains.
They line up at the 28. Throws it. Great play, and the Panthers will have 1st and goal.
Carson Palmer is having no trouble completing passes on this drive. Accuracy is just one of his many talents.
Under heavy pressure.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
He throws right, and he caught it. Leotis McKelvin makes the tackle. About 6 yards on the play.
You know, that's good recognition that time by the quarterback. He saw the man-to-man coverage. He goes to the out route. That's pretty easy to get done.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. With that touchdown, he now has 10 for the season.
When you've got a running back with this guy's work ethic, things like that just happen. 10 touchdowns, that's great. I say go ahead and celebrate. Enjoy yourself. Have a little fun. Congratulations.
And now we will see the onside kick. The Bears get to the ball. The stop was made by Nelson.
If you play the game long enough, you're going to play in a few games like this on both sides, but on the losing side, it's really tough. Really, at this point, all you can do is not quit. Go out there, keep fighting, and get ready for next week. Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he used his athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
They hand it off. Tackle was made by Thomas.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
Holding offense. Repeat, 4th down.
It's 4th down. The Bears ready to punt this one away. McBriar can pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get the ball here at the 20. Passes it, and it's completed. The stop was made by Coffin.
Yeah, I like going with the play-action pass in that situation. They caught the defense cheating a little bit, completed it for a good pickup.
He rolls out to the right. Layton bats it down. No completion that time, and it will bring up 3rd down. Passes on the move. Tackle was made by Smith.
The Bears did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3-and-out.
Calls for the fair catch. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. They go with the run. The stop was made by Laws.
Let's go, man. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, man, let's go.
They hand it off. That's all from Bank of America Stadium. Our post-game wrap-up is next.